Hello my beauties, welcome back to the channel. This is Funmibi here again with another amazing tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how I made this extremely stunning headgear. This headgear is what my people call Gelemi Gadgetielo. If you are Yoruba, I'm sure you understand what I mean, but for my non-Yoruba speakers, Gelemi Gadgetielo means my headgear is bigger than your own. Okay, so this headgear is made for slayers. Okay, if you are planning to go for an outing where you want to be the person with the most attention at that particular outing, this is the type of headgear you wear. This headgear is made for our rich aunties that just want to go for an event and be exuding rich auntie vibes. This headgear is made for brides, is made for mothers of the bride, and just people that just love extravagance. Okay, so in today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing everything I did in making this headgear. So if you want to know everything I did, make sure you watch the video to the end. Subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so as usual, I'm going to be showing you everything you need in order to make this particular headgear. If this is your first time of stopping by my channel, welcome. My name is Funmibi. I make mostly DIY tutorials on here on my channel. I do a bit of vlogging on the side, but yeah, the focus of this channel is making DIY headgears. So if you're yet to hit the subscribe button, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed watching, and be sure to share with your friends and family. So what I'm doing now is I'm gathering my asooke. I already gathered it. This headgear is similar to the last headgear I made using this particular headgear. If you've not seen that video, I'm going to link it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, I basically gathered it and I'm going to fold it now and then gather it one more time. The main focus of this particular headgear is gathering. You need to be able to gather your fabric, so either asooke or any other type of fabric that you decide to use to make your own version of this headgear. So I'm just going to be gathering and then placing everything together. So you know, the more you gather, the bigger your headgear is going to be. So if you don't want something that's going to be too big, make sure that you reduce the amount of fabric that you are gathering together, and basically don't do too much. Basically, I did 4 gathers for my own just because I wanted it to be something extravagant. But if you know you don't want something that big, reduce the amount of gathers that you have and the length of the folded fabric that you are using. So all I'm going to be doing here is just folding fabrics and then sewing it together. A more detailed tutorial on what I'm doing is in that last video that I linked. So in case you've not really watched that video, be sure to go check it out so you know what I'm doing exactly. I didn't want to, you know, waste too much time on this whole process because I feel like a lot of my lovers on here have already seen what I'm doing, so I don't want it to be repetitive and boring. So once I'm done gathering and all of that, I'm going to go ahead to wrap my headband. For that bit as well, I didn't dwell too much on it because I have a couple of tutorials on how you can cover your headband basically with a piece of fabric. If you are yet to see any of those tutorials, I'm going to be sure to link one on here on the screen, so feel free to go check that out right after watching this video. I'm also going to leave some links in the description box to videos that will be very useful, especially for people that are very, you know, new to this art of making headgears. So I'm pretty much done gathering the fabric that I'm using for this particular headgear, and it's an asooke fabric. Obviously, asooke is a woven type of fabric. It's very common here in Nigeria and some parts of Africa. So for those outside the country, outside Nigeria, basically, I can't really tell you where you're going to find asooke in your country. So I suggest that maybe you just ask some online vendors in your location if they sell this particular piece of fabric. I got a couple of questions from people asking where I normally get my asooke, and because I'm in Nigeria, I might not really be able to tell you where you can get it outside of Nigeria. So this is what my headgear looks like now that I'm done. I'm already done gathering and I have 4 pieces of fabric gathered together. So it's time for me to basically wrap my asooke. While wrapping this asooke, I discovered another another style. I feel like the more I make headgears now, I just stumble on styles here and there, and it's so amazing. So yeah, and that was just a side note. So basically what I stumbled on is the fact that when wrapping my asooke, I decided to notch it for the folding over pattern. You guys are going to see what I'm going to talk about. And then some pieces of the asooke started sticking out, and I kind of liked the outlook. It looks nice in my opinion. So if you don't want your asooke to be sticking out by the side, make sure that your notching is such that it's not too much, so that your asooke doesn't start to stick out, because your asooke is a woven piece of fabric. So the moment you cut any part, you would see that your pieces of the woven fabric will start sticking out. So if you don't want that, maybe you shouldn't even notch it at all. Just go ahead to glue your asooke onto your headband. I just decided to point that out. But for me personally, I didn't mind that particular outlook. So I'm just going to go ahead to wrap my headband. And then for those who might not be familiar with this whole process, just watch me as I go. This is another call to action. If you're still watching this video and you're yet to hit the subscribe button, okay, we are heading to 2,000 subscribers, and I plan to hit that milestone on this channel by the end of this month. So please help me to grow this channel by hitting the subscribe button. Also, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. I'm sure you're enjoying this video already, so please be sure to smash the like button now. Also, share with your friends. Share with your friends that love to make DIY projects at home or wherever they are. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so this is it. This is the part that is sticking out. I'm sure you guys can see those pieces of thread sticking out, and yeah, I liked how it looks. So this is where the work now begins. So basically, for achieving this particular headgear, you need to first of all either glue on your main headgear to your headband first, or do it afterwards. Either way, it works. But for me, I'm going to go ahead to glue on my main headgear before I start to do what gives me the outlook that you guys really liked that you saw. So the main thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pinching pieces of this asooke. I don't know, is pinching that is the easiest word for me. Just taking little pieces of fabric and then stitching it together. So I'm doing some simple stitches and then giving myself this gathered effect. When you do it on your own piece of asooke, you would see the result I'm talking about. So just pinch little bits of your asooke or whatever fabric you're using and then stitch it together. It's quite, painstaking and everything, but the outlook, when you see the final result, you would find out that the stress was worth it. Okay, so you just take little pieces and then stitch it together. Also, if you want to go an extra step, after stitching little pieces on each of the bow now that I'll call it, or piece of fabric that you folded, you now have to do some little stitches to just join it together to give it this ruffled up and gathered effect. So it takes time, and depending on you and the amount of gathers you want, you decide how much you want to pinch your fabric and stitch together. If you have a very big asooke and you want it to just reduce the size and then just make it look very not so genge. If you want to reduce the gengeness of your asooke, just pinch as much as possible and then join the asooke together. And this is what I had after pinching and joining together. This is the final look of my asooke. You guys can see that I stitched up some sides of the asooke. So each piece of folded asooke, I kind of joined them together to give me one single piece. So I'm going to go ahead now to wear it on myself. So this is me now. I already did my makeup as usual, and I decided to rock some of the accessories that I wore on my own wedding day, just to give you guys the gegen look that I wanted to basically let you guys notice. So this is what the headgear looks like. It's extremely beautiful, guys. Now I see why you guys love this particular look so much, because I was like, oh my god, why do people love this particular headgear so much? But when I wore it, I totally understood why people wanted to see the tutorial ASAP. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you will be replicating this particular headgear. If you do, please be sure to tag me in your post on Instagram. I'm going to leave my link on the screen. This is the last and final call to action, okay? If you are still watching this video and you're yet to be a part of this family, it's not good, okay? It's not a good thing. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, join this family. I'm sure you enjoy most of the content that I put on here for you guys, so why not just join the family so you don't miss out of any other thing. Also, after hitting the subscribe button, be sure to hit the bell notification right beside it as well, so you be the first to know every single time I drop a new video. Another headgear tutorial is coming, and this time I'm using Autogele. I got a couple of questions from people saying, can you use Autogele to make a headband? And you can totally use Autogele to make a beautiful headband, and the tutorial is coming very soon, sometime next week. Hopefully next week Sunday that video is going to drop, so be sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video. I'm sure you enjoyed watching this particular video, so be sure to hit the like button. Also share with your friends. Sharing is good, okay? There's love in sharing. Make sure you hit the share button and share with anybody that you know would enjoy this type of content. Alright guys, again, this is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to link some of my videos, the typical videos you find on my channel, on the screen. Be sure to watch one or two, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next one. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.